I've spent most of my adult life trying to convince myself to like bitter melon and often fail, but this might be the first dish that changes my mind. It's not hidden, it's not massively transformed, it's front and center, and I dare say it's delicious. This is my take on the Okinawan specialty, Goya Champuru. First I soaked a 2-inch piece of kombu in half a cup of filtered water and let it sit for an hour. Then I cleaned and chopped my bitter melon. I cut it into about 1/2-inch thick slices. I sprinkled them with half a teaspoon of salt and tossed and set it aside for 15 to 20 minutes. Then I rinsed under cool water and drained thoroughly. Next, I chopped 2 green onions and cubed a block of tofu I pressed for that 20 minutes into about 1-inch cubes. Then I thinly sliced about 7 ounces or 200 grams of pork belly and sprinkled with salt and pepper. Really, I think you could use any thinly sliced meat or even mushrooms. Then I scrambled 2 eggs and seasoned with more salt and pepper. Now to the cooking. I put a couple teaspoons of oil in my pan over medium-high heat, let that come to temp, and added in my pork. I let that brown for about 5 minutes before I put my drained bitter melon and tofu in. Mix together gently so you don't break up all the tofu and let it cook for around 2 to 3 minutes. Then I added in my makeshift kombu dashi, a tablespoon of soy sauce, and 2 tablespoons of toasted sesame oil. You could use this oil to cook the meat if you like, but I have some ingrained aversion to cooking with toasted sesame oil. I let that bubble for a minute or two and then I added that sliced up kombu. Then I pushed everything to one side of the pan and added the scrambled egg. I kinda treat this like I was making oyakodon and gently scramble the eggs in the broth, rather than make a hard scramble. I think keeping it a little brothy enhances the dish. When the curds are just set, I mix everything up and add the toppings. A teaspoon of chili flakes, I used Korean gochugaru, the green onions, and a couple tablespoons of fine katsuobushi or bonito flakes. I forgot to take my glucose readings, but a hearty bowl of this didn't move my blood sugar at all. There isn't a component that would. This is a bowl of delicious juxtapositions, simultaneously simple and complex, lightly seasoned but deeply flavored. The bitter melon doesn't lose its identity, but the astringency is gone, leaving just a hint of bitterness that lets you appreciate the savoriness even more. If you're looking for a recipe to make you love bitter melon or you want to try some regional Japanese dishes, I couldn't recommend this more. Try it out, discuss in the comments, and follow for more low-carbified recipes from all over the world.